Did Jesus really go to hell for 3 days? And if he did, could people like Buddha, who lived centuries before him, have actually met him there? In this video, we're going deep into one of the most mysterious moments in history, the 3 days between the cross and the resurrection, and what it reveals about God's justice, mercy, and his plan for every soul who ever sought the truth. Why Jesus was in the grave for 3 days. Jesus himself said, "As Jonah was 3 days and 3 nights in the belly of the fish, so will the Son of Man be 3 days in the heart of the earth." Matthew chapter 12 verse 40. 3 days meant more than time passing. It symbolized the fullness of death and the completion of God's justice. In Jewish culture, a person wasn't considered truly dead until the 3rd day. So Jesus stayed 3 days to show he didn't faint, didn't disappear, he truly died, and he truly conquered death. Where did he go? When the Bible says, the heart of the earth, it's not just talking about a tomb. It's talking about Sheol or Hades. It has both paradise and hell, the unseen realm of the dead. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 9 says, he descended into the lower parts of the earth. 1 Peter chapter 3 verse 19 says, he went and preached to the spirits in prison. So during those 3 days, Jesus wasn't sleeping. He was on assignment, proclaiming victory and unlocking redemption for all time. His mission in the underworld. Firstly, he proclaimed victory. Colossians chapter 2 verse 15 says he disarmed the powers of darkness and made a public spectacle of them. Besides, he liberated the righteous dead, those who died believing in God's promises but couldn't enter heaven yet. Luke chapter 16 calls this place Abraham's bosom. In addition, he sealed redemption. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 12 says, he entered the heavenly sanctuary by his own blood, obtaining eternal redemption. In short, he went down as a conqueror, not a captive. What about the Gentiles? Now here's where it gets amazing. The Bible says, the true light that gives light to everyone was coming into the world. John chapter 1 verse 9. That means Christ's truth has always touched every human conscience, in every culture, even before his birth. Romans chapter 2 says that people who never had the law still have a conscience that bears witness to right and wrong. So when Jesus descended into Sheol, he didn't just meet Israel's prophets, he proclaimed truth to all souls who sought goodness, justice, and peace. Could this include the likes of Buddha? Let's talk about Buddha. He lived centuries before Christ. He preached compassion, peace, and freedom from selfish desire, principles that echo absolute morality. If someone like Buddha sincerely pursued truth and righteousness, then according to 1 Peter chapter 4, the gospel was preached even to those who are now dead. Christ's descent was a universal encounter in Hades. He revealed himself to all souls, hence giving the Gentiles a chance at salvation they never had since it wasn't available to the Gentiles as it then. Buddha, and others like him, would have seen the face behind the truth they had been searching for all along. Early church fathers like Irenaeus and Clement of Alexandria believed the same, that Christ descended so no sincere soul would be left unreached. Those who seek enlightenment and the light but died before the Pentecost were saved. C.S. Lewis said, we may be surprised who has truly followed the way. He meant, only Christ saves, but some may have followed his light without knowing his name, those who existed before the grace. Jesus didn't descend to condemn noble seekers. He descended to reveal himself as the fulfillment of every honest search for truth, beauty, and goodness. Even the Buddha who sought enlightenment was unknowingly reaching toward the light of the world. The message for us, the 3-day descent shows that God's love reaches farther than we can imagine. It tells us that no era, no nation, and no person seeking truth is beyond his reach. The cross wasn't the end, it was the key that unlocked eternity. Jesus went into death, broke its gates, and called every willing soul into the light. So yes, the story of the 3 days in the grave isn't about silence, it's about salvation. Because when Jesus went down, he carried love that could not be limited by time, culture, or name. However, this opportunity was only made available to those who existed before the resurrection of Christ and the day of Pentecost. Now, it's either Christ or hell. If you found this eye-opening, don't forget to like, comment, share, and hit the notification bell. We've got more powerful truths coming your way.